You know, I have a 6-year-old grandson. And if you remember Art Linkletter back in the day, he used to have a TV show. I believe it was titled Children Say the Craziest Things. Well, here I am talking to my 6-year-old grandson on FaceTime. I'm out of state compared to my grandson. And out of the sky blue, he says, "Papa, why are you on YouTube?" I had to laugh. I didn't see that coming. He's only 6. And he knows YouTube? Are you serious? And I had to pause because my son was holding the iPhone with FaceTime. So I'm seeing my grandson sitting on my son's lap, and my son is looking at me, and he's like, giving that expression, "Holy cow, how would he know this?" So I was prepared. I said, I'm on YouTube to talk about good things and educational things for you kids when you're older. When you see Papa Rock on YouTube, you could say Papa Rock was a crazy guy, but he was a good guy. That was my answer. But here's the one that I didn't expect. Papa Rock, why did you and Nana go through a divorce? 6 years old. And my response was, well, I had a job and I worked really hard and I had to keep working. And Nana didn't like that I was gone so much. So I had to keep on working. And Nana had to do her role in life. And that was my response. Now, what did that tell me? That's telling me that the family and the families are talking about rock. Either way, what do they say? Good or bad marketing, it's still good. Publicity, good or bad. But you know what they're going to get from YouTube? They're going to get the real truth of Papa Rock. How Papa Rock is. And I'm proud of who I am. 70 plus years old, still engaged, still on YouTube, and talking about my life and how I believe I can help others through lessons that I learned. And I hope they could keep on course to be what I want to be, a person of dignity and integrity. And there you look at Papa Rock and go, wow, Papa Rock was a weird dude, but you know what? He was okay. And he meant right. So actually, I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good that people are talking about me on my YouTube channel. And that these grandkids at a very young age know that Papa Rock's on YouTube. Now, I have another grandson, under 10, that one day, early in my process of YouTube, he sent me a comment through YouTube. I saw his name, but I didn't believe it's my grandson. And here, his comment was, and I don't remember the video, but he was on YouTube. And he has a Gmail account, okay? And he said, Papa Rock, this is his name. I see you're on YouTube. Honest to God, I couldn't believe it. And that was at least 6 months ago. And I didn't know what to say because I didn't believe that it was him until I'd said, Papa Rock, this is... I thought it was so cute. So I'm pretty positive. I haven't heard from him since on YouTube. So I would say he's been blocked by his parents. They're probably saying Papa Rock's a troll. No, I'm not a troll. I talk about life. So I just had to mention something like this. This was pretty cool. So now that I know they're on YouTube, or at least they're going to see that, I think it's cool. Now, I have a couple other grandchildren that are in college. And so I went to visit them. You could see that in the YouTube. Only the best schools. Only the best schools. Ivy League, man. And I'm so proud of my grandkids. And I'm proud of my kids to bring them up that way. You know what I mean? They sacrificed to send them to the best schools and made sure they got educations and good kids and so on, that they earn the right to get into these fantastic schools. So anyway, I went to visit them and walked the campus with them. And I did a bunch of YouTubes. Yes, they think I'm crazy, but at the same time, they know where I'm at. And they know I'm engaged in the real world. And my message on YouTube is not only for others, but it's for my grandkids. That's my message to them. So I'm pretty excited about it, you know, knowing that Papa Rock is well known with the grandkids. They look at me as I know they're thinking, this guy's weird. Papa Rock's weird. Now, are they asking me to come into the class and speak to the class about grandfathers? They haven't asked me yet. If they do, I'm going to show. Damn right I'm going to show. So I want to be that cool papa, grandpa. And, you know, most of my brothers and sisters are grandparents. And I'll tell you, man, it's awesome. And we love kids. And my parents... I'm one of 11 children, and my father's still alive. He'll be 100 in a few months. And he's still in good shape, got over 100 descendants. My mother passed away at 94 with no diseases, just body gave out. I mean, we've been so fortunate and so blessed that we've had no special needs in our family. That's why my parents brought us up to be kind to the poor, help the poor, because we received opportunities. That's what we received from our parents. Besides a good family value, blue collar, hard work and ethics, we were also provided opportunities. In my case, Rock, go to college. Rock, here's a job opportunity. Rock, here's an investment. Rock, here's a duplex. You see what I mean? And that happened to all 11 of us. But not everybody would do the deal. I did the deal. When my parents recommended something, even if I didn't have the financial wherewithal, there was always a way. If there's a will, as they say, there's a way. And that's what I see in my grandkids. So my plan is to talk to my children and say, listen, here's what I think I could provide to my grandchildren while I'm alive. And my kids had the will. I pushed them. Because I saw not everybody can be successful without making an effort and a sacrifice and the discipline and the patience and the acknowledgement that you're going to be great and you're going to make an impact. And they pass that on to their kids. I see it. That's why I'm so proud. So that's it. Papa Rock. Papa Rock. P-A-P-A-R-O-C-K. I like that. You know, they just started calling me Papa Rock. And the reason why is because my father, he's still alive. And my kids call him Papa. Just plain Papa. So when I came around, they got two Papas. A great Papa and Papa Rock. So it was a really exciting weekend to hear this stuff, you know? So I'm in this transition of retirement from my legacy business, and now I have a new future, and I want to be engaged, and I want to help other people. I want to pass on my background, what I believe are my lessons learned. And so, you know, for me to go on YouTube and talk about my divorces twice, And my background, my efforts, my overall mission and purpose in life. And it's changed over the years. But you're going to see it someday. You're going to see it someday. And it's not that hard. It's not that hard to get on camera and talk about it, you know? And now that I know my grandkids are watching, or at least someone's watching in the family, either good or bad, no matter what they say, it doesn't matter. I'm out there. I'm out there, and I'm trying to provide the motivation and the inspiration and the opportunity to make it big. It's up to you as an individual. And if you're listening to this and you're not a family member, it doesn't matter. It's the same old thing. Younger generation, if you got parents that really helped you out, or coaches or mentors, they all count, man. They all count. It's good stuff. So that's my message today is Papa Rock is, I'm making it cut. I'm making the cut with them. And I'm so proud of myself that I responded in a way that made it clear that it's a positive world out there. It's a positive world, not a negative world. You know? So God bless, and I'll talk to you soon. Papa Rock. Keep your promises.